Good day, my dear parents and teaching staff and our school children, boys and girls. Of course, this is a Monday, and yesterday we celebrated the feast. We call it solemnity here in Australia. It's the solemnity of our first Australian saint, Saint Mary of the Cross Mackillop. So you can say Saint Mary Mackillop, or in the liturgy, Saint Mary of the Cross. Now, I hold this book. During this lockdown, I realized I have many books to read. And I bought this book years ago. It is a collection of sayings from Pope John the 23rd, okay? The Pope who opened the Second Vatican Council. He's now a saint. And I read this beautiful passage because I like the sun. Okay? Listen, I quote from this book, according to Pope John Paul the 23rd, I live by the sun from day to day, but the sun is faithful. Every now and then it seems to hide, but it soon comes back more glorious than ever. Isn't it a message of hope that in spite of this lockdown and staying indoor, the sun is still here? And don't worry, after August 28, our light will soon comes back more glorious than ever. Now, speaking about Saint Mary Mackillop, he also added on this book. This is again from the Journal of a Soul, written by Pope John the 23rd. We are called to be saints. We are called to follow our first Australian saint, Saint Mary Mackillop, patron saint of educators and education. The first nun to establish the primary school and given under the name of Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph's School in Penola. Okay, that was during the 1800s. Okay? And what can we learn from this Australian saint, our first Australian saint? And Pope John the 23rd said, from the saints, I must take the substance, not the accidents of their virtues. Meaning, we have all the essence, the trappings, but the main one should be the inner part, the substance of the virtue of Saint Mary Mackillop. Okay? And what's the greatest virtue of Saint Mary Mackillop? She said, and I quote, never see a need without doing something about it. Okay? So today, what are our needs? Plenty. Okay? But try to practice that beautiful virtue of our first Australian saint. Never see a need without doing something about it. Help your schoolmates, help someone in reading, assist someone in doing assignment. Boys and girls at home in this lockdown situation, help your mom and dad at home. We live now in, of course, in simplicity, but with decency, frugally we live, as many of our parents are stood down or retrenched from their work due to the effects of this COVID-19. But as I said, the sun is still here. Okay? So happy feast day again of the patron saint of education here in Australia. Happy feast day of Saint Mary Mackillop.